Good afternoon and welcome to Ossining High School's graduation ceremony. These are unprecedented times and we bring you a graduation unlike any we have had before. I want to recognize the resilient class of 2020 for overcoming the challenges and obstacles placed before them. I recognize and wish that we were at Pace University today celebrating this exceptional class, but we are together in spirit. Nothing can get in the way of the pride we feel for our graduating seniors. Would everyone please stand and join Jesslyn Pereira as she sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, members of the Board of Education, colleagues, family, friends, and most importantly, the senior class of 2020. I am honored to be part of this significant occasion and share with you in this celebration of your graduation. Class of 2020, I begin by stating that we are all proud of you. Today, we proudly recognize the class of 2020 as an outstanding class that has received various distinctions. Class of 2020, you should be quite proud of yourselves as we are of you. You have brought great honor to yourselves, your parents, families, Ossining High School, and the entire Ossining community. For this reason, I ask all watching to join me in a virtual round of applause for our graduates. While you individually have demonstrated commitment and effort each year, we cannot forget that this accomplishment reflects the support and love provided by so many people. For this reason, I would like to thank the parents, guardians, family and friends, teachers, counselors, coaches, administrators, and the Board of Education, who have all supported our graduates on their educational journey and in life. Students of the class of 2020, please join me in thanking all of the adults that have helped you reach this point in your educational career and life. Class of 2020, I think it's fair to say that this is not the way you envisioned the end of your journey in Ossining. The truth is that no one expected this. However, you have handled this unexpected situation with class and determination. Throughout this crisis, you rose to the challenge, and I am confident that you will continue to rise to address any challenge you are facing. Throughout your educational journey, you have learned so much from educators and families, but I hope these recent times have also taught you some life lessons. One, I do hope these times have revealed what really matters: the health and well-being of the ones we love, the importance of our Ossining community, the sacrifices made by those who give their whole selves to serving others. Two, I hope these times have revealed the importance of our need to accept we are all different and should seek to understand how these differences help us grow as members of the human race. In 1971, John Lennon wrote a song entitled "Imagine." In the song, there is a verse that states, "Imagine all the people sharing all the world." Later in the song, there is a verse that states, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one." These verses remind us that you are part of the solution. You each have a sphere of influence. Currently in our community, we are seeing students, both current and graduates, working on making our community and our world a better place. Similarly, I encourage you to be part of solutions for yourself, your family, loved ones, and the community that will lead to positive results. While dissonance and discord are not necessarily bad things, they ought not to get in the way of positive outcomes. In the words of Oprah Winfrey, and I quote, use your education to begin to heal our afflictions, to apply the best of what you've learned in your head and felt in your heart," end quote. Finally, I hope that this time has reinforced the importance of having hope. Per President Barack Obama, hope is that thing inside us that insists, despite all the evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits if we dare to reach for it, and to work for it, and to fight for it. May you always be eternally optimistic and embrace the notion that you are a very important part of a much greater whole. Class of 2020, I want you to keep your eye on the prize. The road in life is not always smooth, as you know. But whether you continue on the path of formal education or join the workforce, I hope you consider reaching for new heights. I hope you think about what makes you happy and spend time pursuing it. I am confident that you'll each find success. And remember everything that you've learned while in Ossining, and that as you face challenges, that we are always here for you. Congratulations, class of 2020. Best wishes. Have a great summer, and thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to Ossining High School's 90th graduation ceremony and the first ever virtual graduation for the class of 2020. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the Board of Education, Dr. Sanchez, Dr. Ms. Sipos, Ms. Zuber, faculty, staff, administrators, family, friends, and the reason for this momentous occasion, the class of 2020. As I stand before you today, I am filled with great hope and gratitude because of you, the class of 2020. You have shown determination, strength, resilience, and grit during these unprecedented and challenging times. You have endured what no other class before you has had to endure. You were robbed of your senior year by a pandemic that none of us could have imagined. It seemed as though we were living in a movie or a bad dream. Only it was not a box office hit, and we had not woken up for that dream because it is now our current reality. Nonetheless, you have risen to the occasion, and here you are today, graduating high school, ready to take the journey ahead, which you know will not be easy, but I promise will be worth it. As we gather around our televisions, computer screens, tablets, and smartphones, it is hard to ignore that there is so much happening in the world around us. We are still in the midst of a global pandemic that has caused us to literally hit pause on our life activities and stay home. COVID-19 single-handedly changed the trajectory of our daily lives overnight. We have evolved so much since March 13th, and the world will never be the same again. Adults have been pushed out of their comfort zone. You, our tech-savvy generation, supported us as we transitioned into the online world. The teacher became the student, and the student became the teacher. We learned from each other. The switch in roles was humbling. The coronavirus made us rethink how we celebrate important milestones like graduating high school. I know this is not how you envisioned your high school graduation, but nonetheless, here we are. I am one to look for the silver lining through predicaments like this one. If there is one silver lining, it is that this pandemic has taught us the importance of human connection. Interacting with people virtually, wearing a face mask when you go out, standing 6 feet apart, and not being able to give someone a hug or a handshake has made us yearn for that opportunity again. It has taught us not to take the little things for granted and to value spending time with friends and loved ones. Though we have flattened the curve on COVID-19, we have not yet eradicated the racial divide that continues to separate our country. Let us not forget the suffering being endured by so many because of hatred still being perpetuated in our world. However, young people like yourselves are gathering across our nation to not only shed light on the racial inequalities that continue to plague our country, but work on solutions to end racism once and for all. You are part of a generation that will not be silenced or bullied by the status quo. You are part of a generation that is challenging that status quo and redefining our society. Your generation knows how to unite as one and fight for a common cause. Our world needs more than ever. Our world needs you. You are our hero and role models. One phrase comes to mind that I believe defines you, the class of 2020. You are agents of change. Barack Obama once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or for some other time. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the change we seek." As many educators would agree, we pursue our passion for education because we often change the future of our world. As cliche as this may sound, it is the truth. We want to mold young lives that will one day be the ones who take care of us as we age. I personally want to leave our world in better hands than when it was given to us. You are part of a generation that will rewrite history, and years from now, we will be talking about the class of 2020. I want to live in your world, the world that you are creating now. A world that celebrates diversity and condemns racism. A world that does not judge others by the color of their skin or the amount of money in their bank account. A world that does, in fact, care about the harm we have done to the environment and continues to find innovative ways to better care for our planet. A world that once again places the importance of spending time at home with your loved ones. A world that makes significant contributions in the medical and technological fields. A world that does not vote based on party lines, but rather a moral and ethical compass. A world that speaks out and dismantles systems that are in place to keep groups of people from achieving more. A world where you stand up for what is right, not for what is easy. You, the class of 2020, have been resilient and strong through it all. I commend you for weathering the storm and coming out stronger than when you first entered. Graduation is a time for celebration, and no one is as excited as you, the class of 2020. However, for so many adults who have been a part of your life in some way, this is a bittersweet time. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. You, the class of 2020, have been advised by two talented teachers who have seen you grow up over the last 4 years. Please give a virtual round of applause for Mr. DeGeorge and Ms. Wager. I would like to recognize the exceptional leadership team at Ossining High School, Mr. DeMattia, Ms. Langley, Ms. Mauricio, and Ms. Boyo. Please join me in giving them virtual jazz hands. It takes a village to raise a child, and there are so many educators who helped you achieve this milestone today. Before you were at OHS, you were in at least 5 other schools and many, many classrooms. Would you please join me in virtually snapping your fingers for my colleagues from across the district, administrators, principals, teachers, educators, and staff? There are a couple of individuals who will begin new journeys in their lives as they retire from education and pursue other passions. Please join me in recognizing our retirees this year: Mr. Doyle, Mr. McDonald, Ms. Irasi, Ms. Kafer, and Ms. Knowles. We wish you well as you begin new and exciting adventures. I also would like to thank Ms. Langley, Mr. Morrison, and Ms. Garduzio for making the impossible possible. They worked with me to create the first ever graduation ceremony. Last but certainly not least is a group of individuals who have been there with you every step of the way. They have been your biggest cheerleaders. They have been there for you in the most challenging moments. They have laughed with you. They have cried with you. They have been your rock to lean on. No one is as proud of you as they are right now. Graduates, always remember this: nothing should ever come before family, no matter what. Your family will always be there for you. I ask that you take a moment and give your family a hug if you can safely do so. They deserve this diploma as much as you do. Families, I want to thank you for your support that you have provided and for trusting us to educate your most precious gift. Class of 2020, this is your moment. Seize it. This is your time to make a difference. Take it. You are all agents of change. Our world will be a better place because of you. I believe in you and the power you possess to change the course of our nation's history. Do not let anyone ever tell you you cannot achieve something. Prove them wrong. As Rocky Balboa once said, life is not about how hard you can hit, but how much you can get hit and still keep moving forward. Go out there and conquer the world. It is yours for the taking. Make us proud. Congratulations, class of 2020. I wish you the best today, tomorrow, and always. At this time, I would like to introduce our first student speaker, Fanny Zhang.
To the students, teachers, administrators, families, and pets watching this at home, welcome to the Class of 2020's graduation ceremony. First, congratulations to the Class of 2020. Despite what life has thrown at us, we have made it, and we've made it with pride and dignity. For those who don't know me, hi, my name is Fanny, and if I look familiar, it's because we went to high school together. I would like to start off by saying thank you to the teachers and staff members who have worked so hard to be that amazing support system for their students. And thank you to the administrators for rising to the challenge of keeping us safe and happy, because we all know there is nothing like the wrath of 1,000 teenagers. So let's give them a big round of applause. You know, I don't think any of us thought that we'd be graduating under these circumstances. Lucky for me, that means I don't have to face a silent room when I make a bad joke. But on a more serious note, if there's one thing that this entire situation has shown us, it's just how strong we are as individuals and as a community. So let's give another round of applause for that. When I was asked to give this speech, for the first time ever, I did not know where to start. I had so many topics I could discuss, should discuss, and yet I was speechless. But ultimately, I did some brainstorming, and I thought, I'll just do what I do best, and that is ask questions. So get ready, because I'm about to ask you a difficult question. And that question is, what do you want to do in life? As high schoolers finally entering the real world, this is a common question. But I want the adults today to think about this as well. This moment marks the end of the 12 years we spent together. That means we've watched not only ourselves, but each other grow up. And as we age, we also start to uncover different truths and lies. We have begun to figure out the real world and how unfair it can be, but at the same time, how amazing it is. This discovery is what makes us who we are. We start to develop strong opinions and ambitious goals. Simultaneously, we begin to feel passionate about certain things of this world. And with that comes drive and determination. Because now we have our own set of goals to pursue. Not the goals of our moms or dads, our teachers, or bosses, but our very own sets of goals and expectations. So going back to the question, what do you want to do in life? Depending on what you're passionate about, the answer varies, and sometimes we have more than one answer. This could include fighting climate change, curing cancer, reforming our justice system, advocating for those without a voice, serving our country, or maybe all of the above. Ultimately, as young contributing members of society, we view the world through a unique and often temporary lens. We see all the horrible things and feel a type of pain that some older than us that have normalized and learned to tolerate. But the biggest difference between us and those who tolerate is that with this disgust and pain we feel, we also begin to think, hey, maybe that'll change when I'm older. Maybe someone will stop the hatred and inequality rooted in our world. Someone will eradicate every ism found in our country's systems. Someone will improve immigration policies, and someone will cure life's worst diseases. I'm here to tell you that this someone is you. This someone is us. To answer my own question, I've always thought about becoming a trauma surgeon. And so I brought this up to my mother. And as all parents do, they look out for us, and for the most part, they want us to live a good and easy life. So when I told my mother about my plans to become a trauma surgeon, she automatically turned to me and asked, well, are you sure? That's very stressful, and you know there are other people who can do that. And that's when it hit me. While my mother only has good intentions, she is not the only one with this attitude. The thought of, well, why do I have to do it? I'm sure someone else will, is plaguing our society. And it is the very disease that is blocking solutions to the problems we see in the world today. If everyone is constantly relying on the next person, then nothing is getting done. I've been lucky enough to learn from various leadership opportunities this school has provided me. They've taught me that if you really want things done, then you just have to get up, do your part, and stop waiting. In other words, whatever you're passionate about accomplishing in life, do it. And don't just wait till tomorrow or next year. Do it today. Because no matter how old you are or where you are in this world, there will always be a today. But I can promise that there will be a tomorrow. And as long as there are todays, there are opportunities. Wherever your future may take you, always remember to have confidence, to be honest with yourself, to never let your doubts get in the way, and remember that you will always have a whole team behind you. To the class of 2020, today, the world is proud of us and cheering us on. So stand taller, feel stronger, and now fight harder, because no, the world is not ready for the changes we're about to make. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
And now I would like to introduce our salutatorian, Claire Martin.
Welcome all, friends, family, administrators, teachers, staff, and school board members. Thank you so much for being a part of our lives and for supporting us. And welcome, fellow students, the seniors of 2020. I can't believe we've made it. I never doubted that this day would come, but now that it's here, it seems almost unreal. We couldn't have come this far without the support and encouragement from our families, friends, teachers, and staff at OHS. So I want to give them all a round of applause. Thank you. I remember when we were each given a scheduled time to have our senior pictures taken, and my photographer had me put on the cap and gown for the picture. Am I graduating already? I wondered. This was all happening before I had even started my senior year. The resulting picture seems false, unreal, that there's someone immortalized in a picture, wearing a one-size-fits-all graduation cap and gown, but not a senior yet, not even close to graduating. This was the first unreal of the whole senior experience. And then senior year kicked off. We dove into the new normal, the senior experience. We hit the ground running, facing new classes, writing our college essays, starting our supplements for different colleges, keeping up with Navians, and trying to complete our homework on time, despite senioritis. We took it one day at a time and addressed the challenges of senior year. Again, it felt unreal as we started to straddle the dual world of high school and preparing for independence. Then, a new unreal. Schools closed and everyone had to stay home. We were challenged in a completely new way. We couldn't see our friends, and we had to relearn how to hold conversations with our family. We had to adapt. And suddenly, friendships became more precious. I faced my fears of phone calls and started talking with my friends on the phone daily. One of the most precious moments I had with my friends was a few weeks ago, when quarantine started letting up a little. 2 of my friends came over, and we were spread over 6 feet apart, but we were able to see each other face to face. I was so overjoyed to see my friends and to talk with them. And I thought, wow, would I have appreciated this moment as much if the last few months had gone differently? I'm so thankful that even though we are faced with challenges from a new unreal, we can still strengthen our friendships and become closer than ever. Perhaps this fundamental lesson has given us a greater appreciation for what really matters. We need each other more than ever now as our world continues to hurt. We need to appreciate each other so that even when we are not physically together, we are more united than ever. Our world has changed dramatically, and not just because we're seniors. Still, this is our culminating event where everything we've learned from our past high school years about coping with stress, about balancing our workload, about setting aside time for ourselves, about connecting with friends, has all come into play. I'm so thankful for my years at OHS because one of the biggest lessons I learned from my teachers is to be confident. Today, some of us might feel confident, some of us might feel nervous, some of us might feel both. But once you're willing to make mistakes and take this first step on your new path, you'll find you'll gain confidence in many other areas of your life. One of the best ways I gained confidence was through dance. I dance because I love exploring the space. I love putting my unique character into the different steps. I love pushing myself, and I love expressing myself through dance. Especially now, dance has been a place of solace for me. During these uncertain times, everyone should embrace something they love doing, something that creates a safe place to relieve stress and allows them on focusing on their best. Everyone needs to find that ability to center and revitalize in order to effect change in their own unique way. And now, here we are. We are graduating. Yes, this graduation is unreal in a way unlike any class before us. There's something missing. It's missing you guys. It's missing the seniors giving out singograms so that the whole hallway can hear. It's missing the clumps of students crowding the hallway so they can talk with each other. It's missing the music played in the cafeteria while people chant and dance. It's missing the companionship, the liveliness, and the boldness that is so apparent in us, the seniors of 2020. But maybe this class has something that other seniors haven't had. A newfound appreciation of our actions and relationships as a force of life and a force of change. We must never let that go. While we approach the end of our high school years, the next world of opportunity is approaching. We want to hold on to the great friendships we've made and explore new ones. All these memories we've stored from the years together are treasures that bring us joy. They will strengthen our character so that no matter where we go, we can encourage others and face the challenges ahead.
Thank you, Claire. At this time, I invite our valedictorian, Pujita, to please come up and share some words with the class of 2020.
To all the teachers, parents, siblings, and fellow members of the graduating class, on behalf of the OHS senior class of 2020, welcome to our commencement ceremony, and congratulations. For much of my life, it seemed inexplicable to me that commencement was another name for graduation, the day when we bring our public school education to a close. Completion seemed more fitting. But now, as seniors, we understand that the end of one day must lead to the beginning of another. The end of one experience signifies the commencement of the next. Especially in this day and time, young people across the world have had to face countless different challenges, to fight some and embrace others, to create their own new normal. A normal that includes social distancing, international awareness, and a fierce willingness to advocate for equality and togetherness. And so, we stand here today, balancing on the precipice of the future. No longer is it a vague, distant reality. It begins today. It begins now. We arrived here as children. We leave here many years later as adults with confidence and maturity. We have learned, laughed, loved, gotten into trouble, and grown up together. At the same time, we have cried, struggled, fought, and, though it seemed oxymoronic until recently, been lonely together. Most importantly, for 18 years, we have traveled the same path together, and today we launch ourselves into the future as individuals. Some of us will go on to college, others into the workforce, and others might pursue something entirely different. But each of us travels our own path, paved with the direction of our own intentions. It may not be easy, and we will certainly face moments in which we are afraid. And yet, though we cannot predict what the future might look like, we will not be alone. The ultimate end of education is character. And our generation has displayed a deep, principled determination to stand together, to work to ensure that every child has a chance at a bright future, that every child has a chance to see themselves immortalized in the cap and gown of success, smiling in their own yearbook photos. Growing up in Ossining, I remember the bright sunlit days that characterized childhood, the rush of children running out to recess, the memories touched by an ethereal, transcendent joy that blurs the edges of youth and renders the world a beautiful place. I remember sensory perceptions, purple, warm rugs, cool wooden desks, sunlight striking the whiteboard and casting its light across the classroom. At the same time, I remember wondering whether everyone was as eager to go to school as I was, to satisfy that craving for knowledge and learning, to leave school as a person who was better, in some way, than when I arrived. Today, I don't have to ask that question anymore. The experiences that we have recently gone through have made us aware of the blessings in our lives, our friends, our families, our school. We have gained a new appreciation and gratitude for learning. And I can only imagine how thrilled child me would be to see all of us now. Not only are we striving to be better people ourselves, but also to leave the world around us, our communities, our institutions, better somehow than the way we found them. I have seen in my years at OHS, each time that I have been aided emotionally, mentally, and physically over the last 15 years, that we do not have to look far for inspiration, and that we each have the potential to make an inspiring contribution to others by being true to our own values and committing ourselves to lofty goals. Often, on graduation day, we look outside ourselves for heroes, for quotes to cite, and famous achievers to look up to in awe. And yet, I see these heroes right here among us today, embodied in our camaraderie, our understanding, and our unfailing sense of justice. And I hope I will see them among us forever. As we now move forward, we will meet new people, make new friends, and learn new things. We will grow older, more responsible, and more independent. Eventually, we will be left to traverse the unmapped expanse that is our future. The home of today's graduates is also the home of tomorrow's doctors and lawyers, teachers and scientists, architects, diplomats, athletes, and so much more. And I am secure in the knowledge that as we spread in the coming years across the nation, and perhaps even the world, each one of us is sure to make our mark, no matter what shape or form that comes in, bonded together by the knowledge that the challenges and the hardships that we have faced together give us equal amounts of strength to face those that are ahead. Best of luck, class of 2020. Thank you all.
Thank you, Pujita. At this time, I would like to invite our senior class president, Victoria Lima, to capture your journey as a class.
Hello, parents, administrators, teachers, the Board of Education, the class of 2020, and everyone who is watching from home. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tia Lima, and I am immensely proud to be the class president of 2020. In the years leading up to our graduation ceremony, the thought of speaking in front of hundreds, perhaps even 1,000 people, consisting of family, friends, teachers, and my own peers, frightened me. These are certainly unprecedented times, yet I can still feel the love, pride, and excitement of all those people within this ceremony today. The persistence of the human spirit allows us to celebrate one of the biggest milestones in a student's life, even if our community cannot physically be together. The same persistence of the human spirit is also what reminds us and allows us to take responsibility for the changes we need to effect in these unparalleled times. To the parents and guardians, you are our inspiration and light. Without the unconditional love of my family, I would be lost. Mike, Nick, and Mel, I went to all your graduations, but as the only one in the family to speak at one, I'm declaring my graduation best. To my parents and to all the parents who have done everything to provide for us, we love you so much and are just as proud of you as you are of us. To our teachers and administrators, thank you for providing us a safe space to foster our intellectual and social curiosities. You have always had our best interests in mind and have been there to support our journey from tiny freshmen to big bad seniors. I am confident that I do not speak for myself when I say that I have teachers who I will never forget because of how good they were to me. Now to the students of the Ossining High School class of 2020, congratulations. I'm certain I will not be the only person to say it, but I am so proud of all of you, and even more blessed to be in a position to share in this wonderful achievement with you. As we evolve into college students, first responders, or even professionals, graduating high school is one of the moments when we take the keys that have been handed to us to unlock the doors to endless opportunity and the pursuit of our most ambitious desires. The great Renaissance man, Leonardo da Vinci, once said, "Learning never exhausts the mind." In an era where we work from home, take online courses, and shy away from going to the food store, adaptation has been necessary. We have spent endless hours at home, yearning for the day when life returns to normal. This, however, has spurred new learning about the little things that make us who we are as children, students, siblings, friends, and global citizens. Quarantine, social distancing, and the word coronavirus are exhausting, but learning to never take people and the small moments of happiness we provide each other for granted is not. I really don't know how we're already here at our very own graduation, ready to be sent off into the quote-unquote real world. Although I remember the very beginning of high school like it was yesterday. Maybe that's because I was exactly the same height as I am standing here right now. I digress. As a motivated individual, I lit up when I realized I could run for student body president. I wanted so badly to play a major role in others' enjoyment of the moments we only get in high school. From turning our hallway into outer space to going to prom, and boy do I wish that prom could have happened. In my position, I have been taught invaluable skills such as initiative, responsibility, and kindness. But most importantly, being president has taught me how to be a leader. Opinions clash. That is the most notable characteristic of the modern world. At the end of the day, everybody has something special, a skill or a characteristic that makes them unique and just as important as the next person. I am indeed the president, but if we had all the time in the world, I would wish for every graduating student to get up here and speak and share their story. If there is one thing I have learned, collective effort always outdoes individual desire. Among the class of 2020 are a wide array of talents: scientists, artists, musicians, actors, dancers, athletes, writers, readers, club members and leaders, social advocates. There are so many things that make this senior class stand out. To see such a fabulous group of kids come together as an extended family is a feeling I will never be able to describe. These are the triumphs that made my role so satisfying and so refreshing. I would like to end by stating the following, a phrase that is simple but effective. Life is all about perspective. In an ideal world, we would be gathered at Pace University rejoicing in the presence of one another. This is not that ideal world, and this is not Pace University. My extended family and my friends are not here with me today. I'll tell you what is, though. This is a celebration of love, unrelenting support from our maturation as students and human beings, as well as an embracement of our very own community in Ossining, one that is diverse and passionate about unity. To everyone who has made this version of a graduation possible in the first place, you have done an amazing thing and deserve the praise of all. OHS is my home. OHS is forever. We finally did it. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Victoria. At this time, I'd like to invite Mrs. Lisa Rudley, President of the Board of Education, to please join me. Mrs. Rudley, I present to you the Ossining High School class of 2020. I certify that each of these students will complete the requirements for graduation as presented by the Board of Education. And therefore, I recommend that you designate these students graduates of Ossining High School and award them their diplomas.
Thank you, Principal Hancock. What an exciting, important day. And we all recognize that the last few months and this ceremony is going to look a little different than it did and as it has in years gone by. But I want to congratulate all the families and the students for the amazing accomplishments that you've made through the Ossining schools to get you to today. For today, you are more resilient and stronger, and you will make amazing, amazing students in your journey beyond the high school. And I want to read a real important quote to you, and I hope that you can hear all these words and take that with you as you graduate. Fitting in is about assessing a situation and becoming who you need to be, accepted. Belonging, on the other hand, doesn't require us to change who we are. It requires us to be who we are. And that's what I hope for all of you. And without further ado, graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left. Congratulations to the class of 2020. We will now present the diplomas to the class of 2020. I now ask the senior class advisor, Ms. Wager and Mr. DeGeorge, to please join me.
Juliana Abramovich. Chelsea Alba. Kayla Alvarez. Jaden Agorto. Daniel Angel.
Liz Eileen Aguilar.
Alexander Alvarez Sagara. Natanya Anderson. Cheyenne Altador. Chikidi Simo Adil Arakazi. Erica Alcapina. Kevin Araujo. Michael Aurora. Angel Arevalo. Jacqueline Arevalo. Kayla Annabelle Antancori. Jalen Arias. Tanya Alexandria Arevalo. Luana Araya. Diane Avila.
Jerea Buchanan. Jarius Buchanan. Jordan Rose Bruckner. Kaylee Estrella Bonilla. Taylor Lauren Block. Gabriela Quechua Briones. Jalen Todd Blaylock. Molly Buzang Hill. Tanya Barreto. Amy Belloso. Carlos Andrés Beltrán Viteri. Arena Brewer. Esther Berospi. Naya Blaylock. Pablo Aviles. Noah Brown. Christina Brown. Kay Gianna Brown. Kevin Mauricio Baculima Duque. Ike Bear Sanft. Lily Barosi. Sydney Ariel Brewster. Ashley Castillo. Angel Giovanni Castro. Emily Cercara. Gabriel Castanera. Cisne Cárdenas. Taylor Kalman. Tiffany Grace Castellano. Gianna Canzoni. Sylvia Chuchuca. Catherine Lisbeth Chunchi. Justin Xavier Cabrera. Andy Stephen Cheres. Brianna Cajamarca. Riley Alana Carpenter. Nicole Janella Calle. Blanca Chimbo. Daisy Marisol Cárdenas. Kayla Cabrera. Cliff Charles. Diamond Sierra Cedeño. Alize Cheyenne Carter. Nicholas Vincent Cassian. Tyler Cohen. Sarah de los Santos. Caitlin Delgado. Andrea Lisa Gumbe. Joshua David Diff Filippo. Kevin Andrew Engelhart. Diego Armando Cuateco. Julia Marie Canzone. Luis Anthony Encalada. Valentina Epifanov. Elizabeth Paulina Crespo Chimbo. Pia Dimitrio. Jacqueline Kulkai Pizarro. Sofía Espinosa. Yorleni B. Disqua. Brianna Colkay. Ashley Brett Edmonds. Denisa Doka Becco. Brandon Clack. Ryan Hogan Engelbrot. Mark Christopher DeAngelis. Nicole Coyaguaso. Jenny Rocio Criollo. Louis Chure. Anisa Mariana de Jesus.
Joel Flores. Cristina Angelica Fernandez Cabrera. Winston Fernandez. Jacqueline Roosh Fry. Lilybeth Fitzgerald. Kelly Fernandez. Marcelo Galindo. Daniel Flores. Aaron Feiner. Nicholas Ferreo. India Evans. Jessica Ruby Garcia. Yeston Fitzpatrick. Abigail Finglas. Ronald Garcia. Elizabeth Fee. Valentin Franco Fernandez. Juan Pablo Estupinan. William Field. Joseph Fragali. Stephanie Gallego Villa. Mateo Franco.
Gerald Gutierrez. Jamal Hawkins. Brian Concalves. Detroit Hamill. Luis Gualpa Ortiz. Davy Alexander Goldie. Cynthia Gabriela Godoy. Nicole Elizabeth Guaman. Federico Grullon. Hillary Giselle Guamanterio. Orville Hay. Thomas James Guston. Felipe Concalves. Lorena Stephanie Hernandez Espinoza. Zay Sean Goodson. Joshua Drew Harley. Roselis Hidalgo. Brendan James Gotay. Joel Ronald Haroon. Hamad Hassan. Julia Teresa Iorio. Erica Elizabeth Inga Melgar. Laura María Incapié. Deborah Ruth Johnston. Philip Ray Koenig. Thomas Liam Kress. Andrew Patricio Inga. Gonzalo George. Amira Yanira Jennings. Matthew Fernando Ippoliti. Ellen Michelle Ibarra. Emma Elizabeth Jessica Kuhn. Erin Marie Lackus. Kenlord Robert Aslor Javier. Alexandra Lee Hoffman. Dejalza Krasniki. Matthew B. Hoskins. Carmen Beatriz Lalvay. Emily Gisela Loja. Elvis Lojano. Bridget Loja. Franklin Adrián Maita. María Cristina Illescas Criollo. Jessica Maribel Lima. Raymond Liu. Juan Malena. Brian Loha. David Angelo Maldonado. Hannah Jane Lowenthal. Megan Melanie Lesser. Victoria Lillian Lima. Yadira Lisbeth Lalvai Arevalo. Nolan Henry Lenigan. Michelle Lynn. Maymuna Mahmood. Zachary James Lavin. Erica Michelle Leon. Judson Stephen Langell. Yadira Molina. Danny Matute. JD Nicole Mejia. Brandon Patricio Mejia. Angelo John Manicchio. Adriana Nicole McFadden. Victoria Marie McCormick. Claire Elise Martin. Gregory Cyril Marrero. Stella May Meyerhofer. Brandon Estuardo Matul Lopez. Ian Preston Meikle. Michaela Lee Melendez. Carmen Mickelson. Kylie Ryan Miller. Destiny Laura Martinez. G.L. Moyce. Abigail Sandra Mestrich. Karen Nicole Montoya. Manuela Ochoa. Kyle Monahan. Jason Morales. Jared Andreas Nee. Joe Nolan. Isabella Nin. James Patrick Morgan. Sean Ahmed Mughal. Isaac Cyprian Newman. Sonia Morera. Sebastian Morel. Ivan Narvaez. Patsy Judith Morocho. Luis Montes. Adriana Murray. Eric Joel Monges. Milo Morocho. Jesslyn Ayana Pereira. Tyler Peterkin. Reina Pineda. Kylie Taxera. Jocelyn Estefania Quintuna. Alexis Paute. José David Padilla Cano. Aaliyah Pivolo. Chastity O'Valley. Justin Perriott. Timothy James Paisano. Kevin Fernando Farfan Lasso. Daniela Panjone. Michaela Grace Potillo. Christopher Clemente Marquez Proano. Frank Kenneth Bonney. Alex Correa Pinto. Maria Estefania Para. David Jonathan Quesada. Melissa Estefany Pinzone. Andrick Mitchell Palma. Richard Alexander Pilko.
Dominic Michael Raguso. Cassandra Rodriguez. Joseph Zachary Rodriguez. Kiara Ruiz. Mark Julius Mopia Reyes. Ella James Safadi. Victoria Maria Saavedra. Evelyn Ramache. Angel Ricky Crispy. Victor Ruiz. Daquan Malik Ray. Max Sage. Ashley Emile Reynolds. Rebecca Ramkaren. Gabriella Irene Rinaldi. Caroline Reed. Amelia Randola. Carla Randola. Diana Rivera. Cesar Jose Rodriguez. Carly Rose Scapetta. Elizabeth Ann Scudder. Amelia Sikorsky. Allie Nicole Saukin Naula. Aaliyah Araceli Santiago. Jordan Smith. Sheba Siddiqui. Courtney Kayla C. Tiffany Marie Santa. Carlos Andres Sababaru. Celine Guadron. Stephen Jeff Shaper. Brandon Sarmiento. Michael Shevchik. Colleen Catherine Schmid. Alicia Smart. Sophia Lee Slavin. Fletcher Salo. Jiangming Zhang. Gabby Ravello Sands. Tejash Chandrish Shah. Carlos Pajera. Sophie Jinwen Yu. Caleb Smalls. Ariana Vasquez. Gregory James McCarthy. Gino Abran Tamay. Trevor Patrick Steele. Darlin Tapia. Byron Estuardo Sola Lopez. Miriam Lisbeth Suki. Ronald Suskal. Jaime Soria. Uriel Sosa. David Loha. Amanda Suki Supa. Patrick Swoboda. Vikesh Raman Subramanian. Nikita Sharda Subramanian. Jason Tame. Louis Zingri. Christian Saintville. Kevin Solisano. Michelle Zingri. Lola Stanisic. Eric Struve. Pujita Sunder. Fanny Zhang. Tej Verma. Raquel Soto. Jonathan Yari. Luis Gabriel Solisano Ginin. Jacqueline Chagri. Brian James Maldonado. Jose Zingri. Lorelai Annalise Velez. Catherine Pacheco. Michael Vernon. Jason Alexander Villa. Diana Elizabeth Tapia. Richard Wagner. Layla Zambrano. Nayeli Nicole Tenesaka Brito. Vanessa Vaca. Carolina Nugra Chimbo. Aileen Tepan. Jesse Trapp. Miles Stephen Tawil. Joan Santiago Valle. Juliet Weglars. Mary Nicole Tenesaka. Skylar Ari Uterland. Manor Qureshi Zia. John Turnquist. Anya Temescu. Laura Temescu. Juliana Thompson. Michael Tremoroli. Lisbeth Tapan. Daniel Aaron Watson. Luis Venegas. Matthew Javier Vera. Dario Xavier Villa. Jocelyn Yuki. Jessica Adriana Uguna. Marjorie Tatiana Velicella. Jennifer Gabriela Zinin Guaman. Diana Carolina Zinin Guaman. Justine Ann Valentino. Brooke Marley Weeks. Alessandra Santiago Tesorio. Raymond Juan. Natalia Alexandra Fell. Jessica Joanna Niera. Adriana Puertes. DeChancy Samuels Marshall. Genevieve Everhart Torrance. Louis Ruben Vasquez III. Brett Michael Venuti.
Let us give our graduates a thunderous virtual round of applause. This concludes our virtual graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. Thank you for watching, congratulations, and best wishes to all.